Hi, this is Tim Fox with the Roaring Fork School District Tech Department, and I'd like to share with you a little bit about an initiative we have been working on recently. With the advent of our 21st century standards and the focus that we are going to have in 2008 and 2009 around communicating and collaborating, this initiative should come in very handy. We are going to begin using Google Apps with our school district, and we have a domain with Google, and it's free, and there are some wonderful services. I'd like to give you a little bit of a tour of those services today. To start with, here's how you get to the front page of our Google Apps. http://start.apps.rfsd.k12.co.us. When you put that in a web browser, preferably Firefox, it'll take you to this first page. Notice it is somewhat customized. We have our own logo on the top. I added these links. We have a Google search right here. This is where we'll sign in. And on the bottom you'll see all these little elements here called widgets that you can delete and add new. I have some default ones here. The weather for our community, some delicious bookmarks that are tagged RFSD, and RSS feeds for each of our school websites, as well as many other elements. And again, you can add or delete elements at your will. So if we look up here at these links on the top, these are very important. We're going to take a look at the features of each of these. If I click on Sites, you'll see we're taken to, we're not logged in, so it's asking us to sign in. I'm not going to do that quite yet. But we can build sites. We can build websites right here. And you can put up on that site documents, videos, photos, calendars, and attachments. And you can also invite classmates or other teachers or our entire organization to edit the website with you. You can also publish the website so that the world can view it. Okay, so there's lots of possibilities there for communication and collaboration. The next link is called Docs. Some of you may be familiar with Docs, Google's Docs. But basically here you can work on word processing documents and spreadsheets and PowerPoint type presentations. You can download those documents to your computer or upload them from your computer to Google Apps and then share them in the same fashion as you could the sites. In other words, other teachers or our entire organization could be invited to edit your documents or your spreadsheets, or just individuals. And you can also publish it so that the world can view those documents. The other advantage of using these things is that you'll be able to edit these documents anywhere that you have a computer that's on the internet. So Calendar is the next one. Calendaring with Google is really good. I use it all the time. And you can share your events again with the whole world or with the people that you'd like to stay in touch with. You can even have multiple users be able to edit calendars. Next, we have Gmail. And Gmail is not yet activated. We will hopefully be activating the Gmail component of Google Apps soon, but until then this won't be active for you to be able to use. But it will be obviously a great communication tool as well between students and teachers, etc., etc. So those are the four kind of main features we currently have. Now Google, because they are changing so fast, they're adding things every day, we're hoping that as they add new features we'll be able to incorporate them with Google Apps as well. I'm going to show you now what happens when you first sign in. We will hopefully this summer be making accounts for each teacher, and the accounts will likely be the same username and password as your first class email account. So again, you would go to this URL, be brought to here, and then click on sign in. When you do that, I'm going to sign in as a test user that I made, Wally Cox. Signing in. It'll ask you the first time through to just check out, and set up your account. wcox@apps.rfsd. That will be your email address when we get Gmail going here. So language, you can certainly choose all sorts of different languages, and then it's asking you here to type what you see in there. And sometimes this is a little difficult. I don't get it all the time the first time, but I'm going to give it a whirl here. That looks like an R-O-U-S-C-A. G-R-O-U-S-C-A, I hope so. Then you take your time and spend about 15 minutes reading the terms. There, I got it. I hope you did too. And accept and create my account. Well, I must have typed that in wrong. I'm going to try again with N-A-T-E-L. The reason they have you type those in is so that you can't be a spammer or a spoofer and grab a apps account with us. So here you can see I'm now logged in as Wally Cox at apps.rfsdk12co.us. Now when I click on Sites, I'll be taken to a page that sort of explains what's going on. And at the bottom I can create my new site, or I can browse sites within our domain. Here's our links up here again. We can go to the Start page where we just were, and we see this interface. New document, spreadsheet, presentation, or folder. Okay, and hopefully it's very intuitive for you to use. So, that said, we hope that you will really enjoy trying and using and finding useful apps at Google. Thank you very much.